goes quiet in the darkness, what will we find? Who knows? Nobody knows what we're going to find. We could find hidden treasure, or we could find nothing at all. The only way to find out is to look. Chaos. There's chaos everywhere. Trolleys that don't know where they live. There's just complete chaos all around life, really. Nobody truly knows what they're doing anywhere. Even the lonely can doesn't know what he's doing. Sometimes you have to ask the question, do you know what you're doing? Does anybody know what they're doing? Well, the country has been gripped by the wind and the rain. Some places have been flooded, other places have just been battered by wind. The trouble is, we all build on places where we make this more of a problem for ourselves, I'm afraid. Because all these places that have been flooded by water, of all things, can you believe it? Flooded by water. Unbelievable. Who would have thought water could flood anything? We build houses on floodplains. We build roads on floodplains. We build houses and roads in valleys. You know, in dips. Above hills, below hills, dips. So, what do we expect is going to happen? When it rains, water will always flow where it's the easiest path for it to go to. So by taking away all the soil and ground where it can just soak away, and we put concrete roads, those roads are obviously going to turn into rivers, because the water doesn't soak into concrete very easily, or tarmac. So we get floods. If you ask me, building more and more houses building more and more houses and roads in general is a very stupid thing to be doing. Why are we doing it? I have no idea. Humans are clever in one way, but stupid in another, I'm afraid. The solution is not to build more houses and more roads. We've got too many cars. You see, humankind is going to destroy itself before anything else can happen. Global warming is the least of our worries, I'm afraid. Because, well, at least in this country, in England, we're a very small country in comparison to other ones such as Russia, Australia, America, China, loads of countries. Okay, there is some very small ones, but we're a very small country in comparison to a lot of them. And for some reason, this country is trying to jam everybody from other countries into this country. And what that means is we're getting overcrowded. So they go, okay, we'll have to build some more houses to house all of these people. Let's get rid of some farmland. Let's get rid of some open countryside and build these houses and these roads. We've got a traffic problem. There's too much traffic. There's traffic everywhere. I know what we'll do. We'll build some more roads. But then what happens is it kind of masks the problem. I'll tell you what it's like. What it's like. You know when you go to the toilet and you do a really smelly shit. What do? Most people would get an air freshener and they spray it around. And then you get that horrible, terrible mix of shit and this air freshener that smells horrible in the first place. And it's even worse than just smelling the shit on its own. Well, that kind of masks the problem. Kind of. Some people think it masks it. I don't think it does. I'd rather just smell the shit. Or just open up a window. So, using this philosophy, if you think... I don't know what that shadow is. If you think, by using this philosophy, right? All of the crowdedness, the cars on the roads, is the smell. The shit smell, right? By making more roads, you're spraying the air freshener. So it may seem at first other roads now flow more freely and clearly, but then all those new roads will eventually begin to get traffic on them because there's still too many cars. There's more cars being made for some reason. Well, they keep making new cars, I have no idea. And then we get more traffic, and then they go, oh, what we'll do is we'll widen some of these roads and put another couple of lanes on them. That's what we'll do. So then they do some roadworks and they widen some roads. So now they've got these newfangled roads, which they had, which masked the problem for a while, but then they got worse, so they widened them. That might mask the problem a little bit more for a little while, and then that starts to get congested because there's still more people coming into the country. More roads, more cars being made, more people driving, and all that's going to happen is this country is going to be full of concrete roads and buildings. It's very silly. Very silly. Look at London, for example. If you look back at London, the way that it used to be quite a nice place by the looks of it to be in, and by the sounds of it. Even I talk to people who are old enough, 50, 60, 70 years old, some of them are 80 years old, and they remember London when it was a nice place to be. It wasn't all crowded. Yeah, obviously it's the city, it's the capital city, so you're going to get buildings, you're going to get shopping centres, that's fine. You know, it's going to be more crowded than being outside of London. But it wasn't an overcrowded and horrible place to be. But now, my friends, it's terrible. I've been to London a few times in the last couple of years for various things. And it is a horrible place to be because there's just roads are so close together. Buildings, they're putting buildings up, they're making tunnels, they're putting... it is a terrible place to be. Far too. And they ruined it, my friends. Ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. Some people say what it is it's evolution. It's evolving. You got to go with the... You got to progress. But to me, if progressing is making things worse, I don't know where we're going to end up. I really don't. I really don't. And as a person of the younger generation, alright, there's younger generation. I'm not a millennial. No, I'm not a millennial. A millennial, as far as I know, is a person that was born in the year 2000 or afterwards. You know, like 2001, 2002, around those areas, you know, the millennial. I was born way before then. So, for someone like me, looking at all this happening, I think it is ridiculous. There's people that are being born, you know, in the last 20 years. To them, this is normal. It's not normal, my friends. It's not normal. And it's very sad to see all this happening. Oh well. It's a weird place being in this world. Only time can tell what's going to happen. Boobies. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow, my friends. If you found your bosom, congratulations.